the national chairman of the Labour Party, Julius Abure, has urged members of the party and indeed Nigerians to prepare for a presidential run.
Yes, so guys, you are welcome back to this channel. I beg if it's your first time, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so that if anytime I drop a video, YouTube will notify you say I don't drop another video. Yes, so now they see am now, now they say LP and P2B, they don't they alert people, say make them dey prepared for a rerun pool or a rerun election. Now they hear am, I don't know this thing, get as this thing debut, but what I never understand now, is it between only Tinubu and P2B, or is it between P2B, Tinubu and Atiku? Anyway guys, all the information that you need is in this video, so I will advise you to calm down and watch this video, okay? Because the matter dey hot, if dey hot pass fire. I will advise you to calm down, watch this video to the end so that you go know everything as a correct person. When you go know everything wey be say dey happen for this country. Anyway guys, may Allah, you may enjoy the video as they hot, and please don't forget to subscribe and click on the join button so that you will join our membership. You get, you'll be one of our members in our community. Thank you guys and God bless you. May enjoy the video.
The worst case scenario, 180 days is almost gone, so we expect the appeal to actually any moment from now give their verdict, and let's say it is appealed at the Supreme Court, another 60 days. So we'll get to know who actually won the February 25th presidential election. But Abure is telling that from all what he can get from the All Progressive Congress, I don't know how he got his feelers.
Well, it's equal to place Julius Abure as an individual. He's a man speaking from both sides of his small mouth. He said they are confident that the court will declare Peter Obi the winner. In the same breath, in another breath, he's saying, oh, APC is getting ready for a rerun. Therefore, let us mobilize our people to prepare for a rerun so that they can humiliate the APC once again. You know what I see that is going on? It's just mind games. Jose Mourinho, the man who brought Chelsea from the brink, from the cesspit of soccer history, and won the league in England for them back to back after more than 50 years. He is a man that the whole world knows likes to play mind games. Abure is the political version of Jose Mourinho when it comes to playing mind games. They are trying to shoehorn the Supreme Court, the appeal court, that they also call presidential election petition court. But calling them by that name is even new. It's always appeal court. We know it's appeal court. I tried to shoehorn the appeal court to give a verdict that favors them. And the court has warned that political parties should be wary of what they are saying. You come to court after a sitting and it rains, and a lawyer stands before people and says, oh, showers of blessings. It portends a good omen. It means we are going to win this court and win this case. You are going to win on the strength of the evidence that you bring before the court, not on the basis of, say, rain fell. How many times does it rain in a day? Huh? If you must interpret what's going to happen in court using the weather as the fulcrum of your argument, I don't know how can I explain what you are doing. This, in my view, is just an attempt to get into the heads of those judges. And those judges have warned. There's a limit to which you can even rationalize what's going on in the court, talk about what's going on in the court. Because Judges don't want a situation in which you are trying to influence them and preempt their decision. You've had your day in court. Leave the court to decide the way it pleases. When you go before a court of law, you are depositing your confidence in it before it. So you don't have to say things that suggest that you are trying to twist them.
Preempt the outcome.
Yeah. Remember what the man who couldn't win his polling unit in Zaria too did the other day, threatening judges. If you try to swear in someone, the man, they succeeded in swearing that man and nothing happened. No be not today. No be today now. So let's do what is right. I don't know where this optimism comes from. It will actually be a first in our country if what Abure is saying will happen, to move from third position in a presidential election, to move from third position, because I know people will argue that something like that happened in Imo, where someone came from fourth position to become number one. But in a presidential election petition, we've never had a situation in which somebody moved from third position to number one. It will be really, really novel. I'm not preempting what the court will do, but it will be really, really surreal for that to happen. But at this stage, we can't say, it can't happen, this and that. We are saying that it has never happened before. We don't know what the judges will do. And I want to believe that party leaders, whether they are in APC or PDP or Labour, as represented by Abure, should allow the court to decide. Don't place options in front, because this is what I see happening. In one breath you said you are confident that you won the election, you are confident that based on the facts that you presented before the court, that you are confident that they will declare your candidate winner. In another breath you said you are talking about Iran and you are telling Nigerians to prepare for Iran.
So today, how do you now decide if in the worst case scenario there's a rerun? I checked the figures, 12 states, all the candidates, and the figures, 8 million, 6.9 million, and 6.1 million. And how do you now say, look,
well, I think
the runner-up and the first position?
I think, like he said, it has never happened anywhere in the world where you will be a judge in your own case. It is not logical. When you surrender yourself, the moment you appear before a panel of judges, you have surrendered all your evidences before them, and you allow them to hear from both sides and make up their mind as to who is right or wrong. As to the issue of coming from behind, what it means is that they are also calling for the cancellation of the law. They don't have any confidence in the law. Because if that one is the case, then all the 7 senators that are one of the platform of the Labour Party, on that very day on which the presidential election held, they will lose their seat. Most of the House of Representatives, because it means there is no confidence, if they should cancel that election, it means there is no confidence in the process. They have produced senators for AP, House of Rep, and some other things. And it also means that all the states that you have claimed to have won, besides all the 5 statistics, because they are not contesting that this is the first period in the history of Nigeria since 1960 where a party will score 93% in some states. Even during Awolowo and Balewa, they didn't score more than 82%. So they scored 93% in Imo, Anambra, all these states. So you don't touch that. But what it means is that they're just playing my game. And secondly, like he said, I believe that they are just trying to stampede and blackmail, because I'm very sorry to use that word, but that is what it means. Blackmail the judiciary, where you have not allowed them to listen patiently and arrive at their own conclusion. Because the moment you surrender yourself to appear in court, in Osun State, the man that was allegedly charged before the court for killing his guest in the hotel, he refused to surrender himself before the panel of judges, and he got a death conviction. So, LP, because you cannot be on the street and be in the court at the same time, they should have refused to appear before the panel and make up their mind how their man will become the president, rather than stampeding the judges and trying to create a scenario in which you think that if the judges refuse to pronounce the judgment as per your own contention, then there will be confusion.